Aloha. Today we're talking about 5 things no one tells you about living on the North Shore of Oahu. Hey, aloha, it's Hal Wilkerson with Hawaii Property Advisors. Hope this finds you doing amazing. It is Tuesday, February 15th, halfway through the second month of 2022. Can you believe it? Well, today we are going to be exploring a different part of the island. We're heading up to the North Shore. And if you've watched some of my videos in the past, what I'm trying to do is sort of establish, or not establish, maybe that's not the right word, but I want to start featuring sort of different parts of the island and different areas of the island and talking about sort of those functions and what it's like living in those areas and what it's like owning property in those areas. And so, I thought what a better place to start than today with North Shore Oahu. And so that's what we're getting into today. We're looking at the North Shore, what it's like, and also 5 things that no one tells you about living on the North Shore of Oahu. And so what we're going to do is we'll cover those 5 things here initially, and then we'll jump into our regularly scheduled Hawaii Real Estate Roundup, where we're going to review the highs, the medians, and lows of all of the properties that are on the market new today. If this is your first time checking out the Hawaii Real Estate Roundup, thanks so much for checking us out. If you find some value in what you're watching today, we would love to have you as a subscriber. And our subscribers have grown tremendously, and we're looking to continue that. So thank you to each and every one of you that are subscribers, or give us a like, or even a comment or a question if you've got anything that you'd like to know specifically about, whether it be the North Shore of Oahu or if it would be anything Hawaii real estate related. So let's jump right into it. So, all right. So first things first, let me see if I can adjust my little, there we go. All right. Look at that handsome guy right there. All right. So first thing that no one tells you about living on the North Shore of Hawaii, of Oahu, you are in the country. Now, if you've ever heard of the brand, the surf brand, Town and Country, literally it comes from Oahu, and you've got Town side, which is like South Shore, Waikiki, Ala Moana, that basically all the stretch along Town side, which is the southern part of Oahu. And then you've got Country, which is generally going to be considered North Shore, and could be considered Waianae West Side as well. But generally, when they're talking about country, between Town and Country, they're talking about the North Shore. And so, but what exactly does that mean, living in the country? Well, you can see now. I snapped this a little bit ago. It was rush hour traffic when I snapped this off of Google Maps. But to get up to sort of Kahuku, this is going to be the Turtle Bay area up on the north part where that red little pylon is. You're looking at a solid hour to an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes commute from Honolulu Airport. Now, this time of day, it may not be as, different times, during the day, it may not be as bad as it was during this particular time. But essentially, it's a little bit of a chunk of time for you to get up there. And so that's something that is important to remember if you're going to be living on the North Shore. You are going to have a pretty good commute. And let me just throw something on here on the live stream real quick. Bear with me here. We're going to share screen, and it's going to be this one. And sorry, bear with me for a second. There we go. Okay, cool. Also, I got a new camera location, and I got some new lights to kind of up the production value a little bit. I don't know if that's going to help or not, but at any rate, so what are we looking at? We're looking at North Shore Hawaii, or North Shore Oahu here. Let's go ahead and drop it into the satellite here. And one of the things, so let's go over to Pupukea. Pupukea, Hawaii is sort of this region along the north side of Waimea Valley. Waimea is we'll just zoom right in here. This is sort of famous for the Eddie Aikau. If you've ever heard of the famous surfer, and actually he was a lifeguard, and he was a lifeguard here in Waimea Bay. And as it goes, the statistics go, he was the first lifeguard up there, and no one ever drowned on his watch. But he was a famous waterman, North Shore waterman, and they surf every year, one of the largest surf competitions to be held in Hawaii, and it's paddling only. But we have, because of the way of the shape of this bay, the waves that come in here during the winter time, they are just massive. And I believe that in order for the Eddie Aikau to run, and I could be wrong, but I believe it's 30-foot Hawaiian in order for them to start this surf competition. And to give you, for those of you surfers on the mainland or maybe not Hawaii, Hawaiian, it's measured the back of the wave versus the front of the wave. And when you measure 30 feet on the back, it actually translates to like a 50-foot or so wave on the, like what we would measure on the mainland or something along those. Not a surfer, not going to, try and present myself as such, but this is a famous bay right here, Waimea River Bay. And so Pupukea is sort of this area right along here that starts at Waimea Bay, up the Waimea River Valley, and then goes up here along. You've got Sharks Cove, which is a famous spot. You've got Three Tables Beach. You've got, Bonsai. You've got the Pipeline, the Billabong House. This is a kind of a rocky point. This is a very popular area. Pupukea is sort of, a very, sort of essentially North Shore. I mean, really, there's no other way to say it. And so really, when we're talking, let's say we were to drive from here and we needed to go to, this is sort of in the middle, like Ehukai Beach Park. Actually, I'm probably screwing that up. But you know what? There is, how about right here? There is a Foodland right here. So this is a little grocery store right here. That's kind of, like I said, that's the Pupukea Foodland. And, right across from Three Tables Beach. Actually, I have a buddy that lives over there. Sam, what's up, buddy? Let's see. So if we were going to go from here to Costco, just to give you a sense of which one we're going to go to, which is going to be the kind of the upper Waipahu one, it's going to be a good solid 30 minutes, 34 minutes, to drive to get to your Costco. And that's really, so like I said, when you say you're living in the country, this is really what it is. You're far removed. Now, granted, 30 minutes is not like, it's not a world-changing time frame just to drive to a Costco. But, as things go, like for me, I live within 2 minutes of a Costco. We're down here in Kapolei, Honolulu, you're going to be close to a Costco there. But this one is sort of this one is sort of the main one that's in the center of the island. And so really to get anything from up there, it's going to be a pretty good drive. And so that's kind of one of those things that I like to point out is that, you're really going to be living in the country whenever you live up here in North Shore. And so, like I said, it's relatively not a surprise, but it's, really you're sort of, there's nothing that is as remote unless you were to go sort of up in the northern windward side as the North Shore. So that's my first point. Second thing, oceanfront erosion. Now, oceanfront erosion is a very, very real thing that we're dealing with more on the North Shore in these days than we have on other sections of the island. And that's a combination of a variety of things. It has to do with development. It has to do with perhaps some newer shifting tides as far as like king tides go. It could have some things or it could have something to do with the rising water levels. Although I don't know, the water level globally has not like risen like significantly, but like an inch or two in the last decade, I believe. But there's just a lot of factors. The heavy wind and rain or wave action that comes up to the North Shore. I mean, it really is. And you can see this photo right here. That's actually at, I believe that's at Sunset Beach. I think that is. And it is it's no kidding. They've had to multiple times over the last few years had to, bring in heavy equipment, bring in sand just to kind of help this. And there are some homes that are, kind of along Rocky Point. I'm not screen sharing right now, that are like in jeopardy of, the encroachment of the waves, and the, sort of the threshold right there, like you can see in the screen, is literally kind of marching up their backyard closer to their houses. And we've even had some houses that have actually started to collapse. So that is one thing that is very real. A lot of people don't realize it's actually happening, but it is happening. It is a very real impact if you're buying oceanfront on the North Shore. So something always to consider. Third thing is that North Shore traffic can suck sometimes. And when I say it can suck generally, now this is a picture actually from, I think this was the Eddy in 2008 or something, like, I forget exactly when it was. It's only run like 3 or 4 times in the last decade. But, because on the North Shore, you've only got, this one little road up here on North Shore. And so if there's any sort of a activity, or if there's any sort of a, major event, there's really literally only one way in and one way out. There's no, you can't, kind of come take any alternative routes. And so because of that reason, sometimes traffic actually can get pretty bad. And so that's something to keep in mind, is that, reality is the traffic can suck sometimes, but it's worth it generally. I don't want this to all be gloom and doom, but just the reality is sometimes, because there's only a 2-way road, 2-lane road going in and out, it can be pretty bad. Fourth thing, a lot of people don't know this. There is an amazing heiau up here above Waimea Valley, and it's a famous historic site, Pu'u'omahuka Heiau. It's you can actually get to it from, you have to go by Foodland. You go up Pupukea Road, you come up the hill here, and then you turn right. It's a state park, and then you come up here, and it's a beautiful overlooking Waimea Bay and Waimea, the beach here, and also, you've also got this little cliff that's pretty cool little spot. But you can look down from this heiau. Now, what is a heiau? For those of you that may not be familiar with Hawaiian culture, a heiau is a sacred Hawaiian ground or temple, but it's specifically like a built out area. They build like rock walls, and they have like different structures on them that are built out of various types of wood and reed and palms and different things to, they have a lot of different sacred meanings. But it was, they did sacrifices, way back when. And this specific heiau, it's kind of cool because, actually, you know what? Let's jump in here and see if little Google man is here. This particular heiau, oh yeah, look at there. So you can see that this is perfect. So they actually would send smoke signals back and forth. So that's kind of point right there, that little point right there in the distance, which is the northwest. Is it the northwest? Yes, the northwest point of Oahu. And then beyond that would be Kauai, and you could actually see they would send smoke signals or fire signals, the high priests or whatever. So this was one of the most sacred places on Oahu, from what I understand, and they would literally communicate for somehow, in some way, I don't know all the particulars of it, with other priests on Kauai, which could be seen over the horizon or on the horizon here, decades ago or hundreds of years ago. And so anyway, this is like I said, Pu'u'omahuka is a really, really cool thing. And so if you come up here, you can just kind of walk around it, and then you can actually even walk over to this underbrush over here, and you can see right down into Waimea Bay, which is an amazing views. And you've got really, really nice views of Waimea Bay there. But anyway, a lot of people don't know about that. And then additionally, the fifth thing that no one ever tells you about living on the North Shore is that there is an amazing polo field up here, right by Dillingham Airfield. Mokule'ea is kind of what it is, but this is it. Polo Beach. I'm going to let me see here. That's actually, oh yeah, here we go. So let me put this on so you can see this. All right, so this is Haleiwa on the North Shore. And then if we go over here, Mokule'ea, and then this is the Dillingham Airfield right here, which is kind of a famous skydiving airfield. And then they do gliders and gliders and skydiving. That's kind of the big thing at this airfield here. That's really the two big things that they're known for. But this is the Polo Field, and this Polo Field is amazing on Sundays when they have it. The season, I think, is like in the spring and the summer, and it's on Sundays, and it's such an amazing thing. You can come out here and just park your car out, park your car literally like right along the edge of the field. You can even drive over to the other side on the beach side, take a picnic, take the kids, take a tent, take some shade, take some tunes, and just hang out. Take a cooler with some drinks and some food. And literally, you're right here across from the ocean. The beach is right on this side. And then you can just sit there and watch the horses and the polo matches. It's really amazing. And then they do have live music a lot of times after that they'll play this. They do have like some drink stands and some food stands here. And sometimes they'll have other stuff set up, but it's just an amazing experience. It's sort of uniquely Hawaiian. A lot of people don't know about it, but, and it's been shut down. I know during the pandemic, they called off, I think at least one season, maybe two, but I think it's back up and running now. And, but this is a super cool experience. If you're looking for something interesting to do, is to come out here and check out the North Shore, Oahu, the Dillingham Ranch, or, the Hawaiian Polo Club. And it's really cool. And also they do lessons too. So if you're interested in learning how, you can learn how to do those. You can learn how to play polo up there as well. But this is just an incredible spot that a lot of people don't know about. And so if you're looking for something interesting and fun to do on a Sunday in Hawaii, you can Google it, and just it's a festive atmosphere. It's really cool. They do 3 or 4 matches from I think they have like a juniors match. They have not amateurs, but new. Then they have like women's, and then they have men's, and I think they have mixed. And it's a fascinating experience. So that is on the fifth thing that people don't necessarily know about the North Shore. And there it is. You can see that's sort of a drone shot of the polo field. So anyway, there you go. That's 5 things that no one tells you about on the North Shore. So yeah. All right. Well, listen, that is our first half. Let's go ahead and jump into our our properties and see what we've got today for our properties for the Hawaii Real Estate Roundup. Okay, so as if you watch this show any amount of time, we do sort of a review on a regular basis of the high, the median, and the low. And if you're watching it and you're following along, it really gives you an idea of what type of inventory we have on the market here on Oahu, and then also sort of what the price points are doing as well as the grades of property as well. So let's jump right into it. So I've already done a little bit of a preview. So this first one, we've got a couple of properties up on the Haiku Plantations, and these are interesting properties. So essentially what we've got, this one is over in Kaneohe side, listed at $2.7 million. Mr. Ralph Gray with Hawaii Homes International. Looks like congratulations on your listing, sir. The lovely property situated in the prestigious Haiku Plantation in Windward, Oahu. A 24-hour privately guarded and gated community, a rare opportunity to build your own magnificent private villa on 1 acre of land. All the space you need to fulfill your every dream. Build a racquetball court, a basketball court, a bowling alley, a dog kennel, or all of the above. The existing pool and lava rock fountain can be repaired. Great for entertaining with parking for dozens of cars. Structures and facilities are in disrepair and need remodeling. So I was looking through this earlier. So here we are, Haiku Plantations. We'll get an overhead photo of it here. It's interesting because they've kept up the property. The landscaping seems to be in decent condition from the photos. You've got the grass that appears to be tended to, but it looks like the actual houses themselves, and there's 2 of them, But look at those royal palms. Those are beautiful. It looks like the properties aren't in the best of condition, but for $2.7 million, you get a full acre of land. You could do a little bit of work here. This could be a nice little estate here over on the windward side. Look at those beautiful palms. You've got the nice big pool there that has been drained. Obviously needs a little bit of work. Looks like you've got maybe an ADU or an Ohana out there. Multiple properties here on this one. And then this is obviously Haiku Estates or Haiku Plantation. That's Kaneohe Marine Corps Base in the background there. Kailua is going to be back around the curve over there. And so some views of the ko'olaus, the backside of the ko'olaus. Not quite sure what these arrows are pointing at, but I believe it's going to be pointing at the entrances to this particular property. So that's the top of the stack. 2.7 million today. Let's and so basically we've got two of the same. He's got two properties. Oh, we got a little different photos here, but generally it's about the same. So it's about on an acre of land over there on the windward side. Yeah, so that's the top of the stack. Let's go down to the middle of the stack and see where now currently 1.2 million, or well, just right over $1 million is the what do you call it? Right over $1 million is the average. But let's take a look here. Looks like we've got something in Lahiki listed at 930,000. Let's see what we have here for the middle of the stack. So this is Diego Ocarillo. Congratulations, Diego. Welcome to Mehana Lahiki Kapolei. Come see this spacious home with its open concept first floor and ample parking in the garage and driveway that comes with 22 owned PV panels. Look forward to spending time in your backyard in a 16 by 12 Trex deck surrounded by mature greenery for privacy. Enjoy the home's modern touches from flooring and cabinets to a backyard hot tub, as well as a garage floor covered by epoxy for protection, a PV system with a grandfathered-in net meter with HECO, and the yard's multi-zone automatic irrigation system. Low HOA fees at only $79 a month. I happen to know because I actually am the president of this HOA. And still offers desirable amenities such as nearby playground, swimming pool, recreation center, dog park, and basketball court. Do not miss out on this gem. Congratulations on your listing, Diego. All right, so we got the FBI building back here. This is a bike. This is a rail back on the back side here, and there's also a bike path that goes right along the back side of this. So this is an attached home. So it's basically two homes attached to one another. I've actually been inside of this home. All right, well, it's looking nice. Got your deck on the back side. Looks like they may have had like a rabbit cage or something like that. Got your Coleman hot tub there. And then, yeah, right on the back side of that there is the bike path. And here we go. You got your PV panels, and then you've got your other unit right next door there. And here you go. That's the rail, like I said. And then you've got the so this is like a big irrigation ditch, and then there's a bike path right along the back side of that. There you go. There's the bike path. You're looking back over in this is Kapolei High School. This is going to be back towards town over here. And what else do we have here? Walking path behind the home. Yep. And there's the Mehana Activity Center with the pool, the swimming pool, and the dog park, the greens and the basketball park court. And there's the front home aerial. So nice. Congratulations on your listing, Diego. And here's to a successful sale for you. But that's the middle of the stack. So Lahiki, Kapolei, wonderful community, if I might say so myself. It's a live work community. out here, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful community. And it's really got a lot of, you got a lot of green space in this neighborhood. You got the dog park. There's also some playgrounds and some trike parks that are also out here, which are kind of cool. You got the pool. We've actually got a gym that we're working on at the moment. I can say that because I'm very involved in that project. So we're actually going to be putting a gym inside of this building out here. So it's going to be a community gym, which is going to be cool. We're super excited about that. But Lahiki is one of the two single family communities that are inside of Mehana. And it's a great neighborhood. I think it's done very, very well. So yeah. All right. Well, that is the middle of the stack, and let's head down to the bottom of the stack. Okay. So it looks like we've got a handful of coming soons, and then, we've got a Hawaiian Homes property out here in, it looks like that's in Kahelepuli, excuse me. Let's take a look. So the Hawaiian Homelands, this is a resale. This one is actually going to be right across from Kamakana Ali'i, which is the mall. Take a look here real quick. So what are we looking at here? So this is Kapolei Parkway. So this is the mall right here. This is the Kamakana Ali'i Mall. And then you're going to be back in the back of this is a big Hawaiian Homelands development that they've really, it's only been up in the last, I don't know, 8 years. How long has it been? This one was built in 2009, so a little more than 12 years. Yeah, so this one was built right around the time they were building out Mehana as well. But now I put out, I had a client that purchased a Hawaiian Homelands property, and I've got a video over on our YouTube channel. In fact, I think it was the last video that I did. It was last Thursday, which would have been I think February 12th or 11th or 10th, something like that. Yeah, 10th. If you go to February 10th, look at my live streams. I did a really interesting interview with a gal that owned or bought a Hawaiian Homelands property. One of my partners actually ended up helping her close that deal, but we did a really nice, interesting discussion on Hawaiian Homelands. And if you are 50% Hawaiian, you actually do not have to be in a waiting list for Hawaiian Homelands. You can actually buy buy these properties, but you do have to be a Kanaka Maoli, an actual Hawaiian, a native Hawaiian, 50% or more. And we did a whole video about that. It was fascinating. I learned a lot about the whole process from doing that video, but feel free to check that out over on our other videos. This is a beautiful home. So these are relatively new homes. They really did a nice job the way they put them together. You've got a nice sized yard here. It's modern construction, going to be solid built. Looks like you've got an asphalt tile roof. They've got some nice window dressings. Got a shed in the backyard, a nice big lanai, that you can do all kinds of good stuff with here. So very, similar to sort of like the D.R. Horton style of home. But I mean, for the price. So now the interesting thing about this is this is actually going to be a leased property. So it's only $675,000, which is a great deal. But you've got a lease expiration date. I mean, it's 2009. 2109. So it's got a 100-year lease on it. So there's going to be no problem getting standard mortgage on this, because you're outside of, like the 45-year that you need to be. So it's literally like almost a 100-year lease, but $675,000 for that property right here in Kapolei. I mean, we just looked at one that was, $930,000 here in Kapolei, and 4-bedroom, 3-bath, $1,598. Let's go back. $1,598. This one is going to be a smaller house, $1,357, and it's only 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath. So it's not as big as that one. It's attached, and it's $300,000 more. And so, again, for you Native Hawaiians out there, if you're 50% Hawaiian or greater, this could be an excellent opportunity. I would be remiss if they didn't have any offers on this thing already. I'm sure since it went live today, these things go like hotcakes. So anyway, that is the single family. Let's take a look at the condos and see what we've got in the condo category. All right. Always fun to see when the condos are priced higher than the single families. All right. Speaking of the North Shore, we're going to be over at the Ocean Villas at Turtle Bay. Now, this is going to be an income producing property right here. Short-term rentals are legal here in Turtle Bay. It's a resort community, and it's a beautiful resort community. Again, you're in the country. You're way out there. But, an hour plus drive from the airport to get to here. But if you're an investor and you're looking for somewhere to park, $1 million or $2 million, and just let the vacation rental income service your debt, this could be a nice investment for you. Very nice finishes. Look at that. Kitchen, very nice. Hard to tell what kind of tile that is. This is going to be the Turtle Bay Beach. This is going to be the pool at the Ocean Villas. Yeah, they've got a nice beach over there. It's a Jack Nicklaus golf course up there. There's your layout. Got the lanai over here. You got your master here. Your family room. So yeah, 3-bedroom. And again, let's see, what are we looking at here? What is this unit again? Number 103. So 103 is going to be right here on the ground floor. So you're literally right here. 100 yards from the hotel. Literally sandy beach over here. So this is an outstanding property right here. $4.195 million. What do you think they paid for this whenever they first bought this place? Let's take a look. So the history from the public records, 2005. So it looks like it was originally started construction July of 2004, August of 2005, $1.7 million. It looks like that was the condo deed for the Ocean Villas development to Mr. Anderson. And then it's changed hands a couple times. It's interesting, but essentially it did actually have a drop down below $1 million in 2011. How about them apples? And then it looked like they couldn't get the deal done. And then, that's interesting. Yeah, that's fascinating. They had a bunch of action on it in 2011. It was listed at $995. They went in and out of escrow a handful of times, and then they didn't end up closing on it. And then they had one in 2020. The next sale is right now. So it just came on the market for $4.195. So they're looking at a nice $2.4 million in equity growth on that one. So that's beautiful. But that's in the Ocean Villas up at Turtle Bay. In fact, why don't I show you guys where that's at real quick here. So you can see this is the Turtle Bay, which, by the way, the Turtle Bay, they just redid the Turtle Bay Resort, which is absolutely amazing. I want to say, I think I heard they spent $180 million on that property, and they did a new gym. They've got all new finishings in all the rooms and everything. It's beautiful. It's really nice. If you're looking for a place to stay, by all accounts, the North Shore, the Turtle Bay has done very nice. So this is Turtle Beach. So you're at the Ocean Villas at Turtle Bay. So 103, I believe it's going to be one of these, if I remember correctly from the photos. Let's take a look real quick here again. So 103 is going to be, that's this path right here. So yeah, so you're close. It's this building, you're the third unit on this building. Yeah, so right here, literally, this is it right here. So very nice location. And again, Turtle Bay is a wonderful time. Actually, kind of a cool story. My daughter and one of her girlfriends last year, where they had a silent auction for her school, for the foundation that they're raising money for the school. And so I bid on a dog surf with a dog thing. And so I think his name's Kaleo. I think he's got this dog, and it's like a poi dog that will go and surf literally on a longboard with you. And so my daughter and him came out here. This is their little break right here. And it's actually not, when it's not in the wintertime, when it's in the summertime, the waves aren't massive. It's actually it's a nice little break. And, they just came right in here. I mean, they had an absolute blast. Started right here. I was actually standing right over here on the shore underneath one of these trees right here. And I videoed them coming, all the way in, and they just had an absolute blast. We put in right here, and then they paddled out. I mean, they probably did it for like a solid hour, and it was fun, a lot of fun. So, if you're looking for something fun for the kids to do, the North Shore, surf with a dog. I think he actually is connected with Turtle Bay, but if you call Turtle Bay, they can put you in touch with them. And it's a great activity. My daughter at the time was like 7 or 8. I think she was 8. And they just had a blast. It was really fun and really fascinating. So feel free to check that out. But anyway, that is number 1 on the stack today of condos. And we're getting a little bit long. How are we doing? 36 minutes. Let's see if we can bring this baby home. So let's jump down to the middle. Let's see, middle of the stack. Waikiki. Let's find something here in Waikiki. Oh wait, wow, boy, we've got 31 properties today. Waikiki. Let's go over to the Monte Vista, 320 Liliuokalani Avenue, number 2305, asking $440,000 in the Monte Vista. Great opportunity to 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 1 assigned parking. Oh boy. Let's take a look here. So there's the Monte Vista. It's on the Alawai. You're kind of farther down, so you're going to be closer to the end of Waikiki, on the Diamond Head end, actually. There we can see it there. All right. Let's see what, oh, wow. Got some decent cabinetry. Got some carpet. Got some window ACs, some barn door privacy doors there, kind of a scenario going on. Got some Korean countertop, looks like. White appliances and a galley kitchen with a bar there. Got a little stovetop on the bar there. Okay. Got a washer and dryer in the unit. There's your pool. I'm guessing that's a view. There's your parking spot. Not quite sure what that is, but it looks like it's a view towards the ocean, perhaps from the units. Looks like some common areas there. Perhaps your lanai. Not sure. And there we go. And perhaps your lanai again, although that could be sort of just the walkover outside area there. So yeah, well-maintained high floor unit, desirable secure building. The units need some TLC, ready for new buyer to design their own home. Must see prime location, nearby a lot of famous restaurant, Waikiki Beach, community pool, barbecue, patio area. Okay, monthly fee is going to be $1,000, $1,090. What is that going to include? It's going to include internet, sewer, and water, and common stuff. So that is a little pricey, I will say, but congratulations, Canny Chum, on your listing. And for $440,000, you're looking at 684 square feet with a 2-bedroom. That is an interesting little play right there. That might be a nice little pickup for one of my investors, actually. All right, so that's middle of the stack, and let's go down to the bottom. All right, so we got some coming soons. We've got, what is this little guy over here in the Ohua Gardens in Waikiki, number 109, number 109. They're asking 190 for it. Fee simple studio in the heart of Waikiki for less than 200,000. Absolutely superb location within close distance to the world famous Waikiki Beach. Great shopping and popular restaurants. Low maintenance fees, includes electricity, water, and cable. What are we looking at for maintenance fees? $420. Nice. Personal touches to live in yourself or use it as an investment property for $190. This is interesting. So it's going to be just a studio. Nothing too cosmic, nothing too fancy. Just right there in the heart of Waikiki. Got a little stove, got a little red fridge. Got some decent new cabinetry there. I think it's going to be on the first floor. So easy access. Don't have to climb stairs. For 190K, I mean, there's your exterior. Oh, that's right. What is this building again? I think I know this building. Community laundry room. Yep, I know this building. Is this one, what unit is this? 109. How's this thing been? Is it traded? No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, interesting. All right, well, that is the bottom of the stack. So the 190,000 right there in Waikiki, close to everything. So right on. Well, hey, listen, thank you very, very much for taking some time to watch the Hawaii Real Estate Roundup. Again, my name is Hal Wilkerson with the Hawaii Real Estate Roundup. And I want to just, again, if you have watched the video this long and you're looking at buying a home here in Waikiki or in Hawaii for that matter, or if you're selling, we sell homes as well. Mention you watch this video, you get $500 off of your closing costs if we're not in escrow yet. Also, check out hpahomes.com/buying, and you can get a free gift there as well. And then finally, I want to encourage you, join our Facebook group, fb.com/groups/Hawaii Real Estate Roundup. Feel free to join us. We do videos over there. We do interactions, engagements, talk about listings and properties and things of that nature. Would love to have you join us over there. But that is it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Again, Hal Wilkerson with Hawaii Property Advisors, where we show you gorgeous homes and we give you great advice. Hey, have a great day. God bless. Aloha. We'll see you next time. Take care.